Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Gold, as you all know. And I welcome to Kokwe radio and television stations. Station where they given a back to back as the hot. Still on this conclusion of these tribunal matters and their so-called INEC and the Tribunal Court of Appeal judgment. First and foremost, before I will give an analysis on this judgment matter that concerns the whole Nigerians. Because basically looking at this judgment and looking at the statistic of Nigerians, 80% of Nigerians, 80 to 85% of Nigerians are not really happy and accepting that judgment from the Court of Appeal due to one or two reasons, which I will say after this clip that I want to play to us. Now, Peter Obi has given a speech on the outcome of these elections judgment on 6th of September 2023.
The Presidential Election Petition Court, PEPC, finally delivered its long-awaited judgments on petitions challenging the outcome of the presidential election held on 25th of February 2023. This judgment was delivered within the statutory time frame under the excellent status. We acknowledge the court's contributions to due process and seeming attempt to strengthen our democracy. As petitioners in this case, we respect the views and ruling of the court, but we disagree with the court's reasoning and conclusions in the judgment it delivered. It is my intention as the presidential candidate and the intention of Labour Party to challenge this judgment by way of appeal immediately as allowed by the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. The PEPC has rendered its judgment, but that esteemed body is not the final arbiter. The responsibility now falls on the Supreme Court. I do know that the judgment is not conterminous with justice. I implore Nigerians to remain focused, steadfast, and peaceful, and to abide by the rule of law and understand this matter has not reached its logical conclusion. Our legal team has already received our firm instruction to file an appeal against the decision. I shall not relent in quest for justice, not necessarily for myself, but for indeed for our teeming supporters all over Nigeria, whose mandate to us at the post was regrettably truncated by INEC. The strength and value of our democracy reside on solid national institutions and our confidence in them. Electoral litigations will almost be unnecessary and non-existent if the Independent National Electoral Commission discharges its statutory functions creditably, transparently, and with tenable fairness. When that body fails, as it did recently, thus subverting the will of Nigerian voters, the recourse to judiciary becomes imperative, as is now the case. I thank every Nigerian who has supported our cause and campaign for a new Nigeria, characterized by fairness, equity, justice, rule of law, peace, prosperity, inclusiveness, sustainable growth and development. A new Nigeria is possible and achievable. I especially thank our legal team, the Labour Party and the obedient family, and all those who showed up daily during our court trials. God bless you all, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
All right, looking at what Peter Obi just said, is a man of this calm spirit, not a man of war, not a man of religious matter. But I believe he's a man of vision and a man who doesn't give up easily on matter, basically, most especially on the matter of justice, truth, and transparency. All right, because I followed this judgment matter, why the judgment was going on IT live. So despite the live broadcast that was given, live streaming that was happening on this day of judgment. Number one, looking at the first judges, is it Toamad? Was that his name? Reading the Nigerian constitution, skipping. From there, I sense I sense the moment of, I sense this attribute of conspiracy in this matter. One, all of us are aware of this 25% in FCT, which previous president of our Federal Republic of Nigerians usually have as part of their qualifications for Nigeria to become a president in Federal Republic of Nigeria. But coming to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, why would Bola Ahmed Tinubu case be different? Moreover, in the Nigerian constitution, as we have never been told that 25% in FCT or FCT vote does not count or does not matter in becoming a president in Nigeria. Why is it on Bola Ahmed Tinubu matter that this whole Nigerian constitution is not being twisted? Are we saying, or are the judiciary saying, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is bigger than Nigerian constitution? Which means if the Nigerian judiciary are saying Bola Ahmed Tinubu is bigger than Nigerian constitution, which means they are giving a room, because they are giving a room for every other criminal, thieves, corrupted people to also want to contest for Nigerian president, which is a taboo. That's one. Two, that statement of 25% in FCT and the criminology allegation against Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been nullified by the court. Now, take for instance, you are telling us as a judge in court of appeal that somebody having a case of criminal in another country cannot affect him becoming a president in Nigeria. Now, why do the US themselves do not want or accept anybody coming into their country, anybody who has a criminal case in Nigeria going into their country? They don't allow it. When you have a criminal record in Nigeria, you cannot travel to US. You cannot travel to any other country. So why is Nigerian case different? A criminal in another country becoming a president in Nigeria, which means we don't have constitution. We are not ready to create and build a new Nigerians. If we are really ready and the judiciary are really ready to fight for the well-being of this country, they will have to hit the nail on the head and not hiding under one finger. It's very glaring and it's very clear that the problem of this country is the judiciary. Yeah. They are our problem. All right. Peter Obi has said we move, though I trust Peter Obi an article that this matter, in fact, this matter has been one of its kind from the beginning of Nigeria's constitutions elections. I mean, this is a sign that no 2023 election and the candidates, they are candidate who doesn't take no for an answer. All right, we are moving to Supreme Court again, and let's see. Though we know that them still did that Supreme Court, but let's see if the judiciary will fail from the top to the down. Then we now know that Nigerian constitution has given a room for every citizen of Nigeria to become a thief and a criminal. All right, at this point, I rest my case. My fellow Nigerian, let's just take and hear the outcome from the Supreme Court of Law. Here I talk my own, oh, make I close my mouth, Pichicom. But let me tell us, anything where you see they do for this world, there's always a payback time. Make it get that in your medulla oblongata as a judge, as a judiciary, and as a lawyer, even as individual. Say what goes around, it comes around. Bye-bye.